everyone, I'm MJ the Game Boy and happy holidays! Now I'm not the biggest holiday guy out there, but I do enjoy what this time of the year brings around. It encourages people to be their best and to treat others with respect and love. Now there aren't that many Christmas games out there that I know of, but there is one Christmas game that I remember playing as a kid, and it's sort of become a holiday Christmas game for me. So you better not shout, you better not cry, you better not pout, and I'm telling you why. Playing Wario World for the GameCube. It's snowing, I'm inside. Wario World. I remember when my mother used to work at Giant Eagle. As an added perk, I got to rent games anytime I wanted for free from the old, extinct Giant Eagle video game store. So around Christmas time, my mom told me that she found a new game for me to try out. And she told me the name of that game was... Mario World. Well, despite my mother's fading reading ability, I'll chalk that one up to a stressful day at work. She brought home to my surprise, Wario World. I'll give her an A for effort. I remember playing this game quite a lot, despite not being good at it. But I always played this game during December, so it became sort of a Christmas game for me. So I figured, why not do a Christmas themed video for December? Also, all my other holiday videos didn't work out too well. So sit back, relax, and let's get into the holiday spirit of greed, gluttony, and another G word that fits into this category. So the game starts off with this evil, dark jewel guy being all evil and whatever because we need to move the plot along somehow. And besides, who's honestly going to be the antithesis of Wario? Meanwhile, we see Wario enjoying his vast wealth when suddenly an earthquake happens. Man, such an inconvenience when you're rich, don't even get me started. Wario soon ends up in a weird hub world place where... Oh my god. His mouth! Is that an attack I can do? This is an actual function that someone programmed for me to use! Merry Christmas. So I end up in Excitement Central inside Greenhorn Forest. Okay. So I walk around until I come across a bouncing box. Wario, hi! I've been waiting for you. I'm one of the Spritlings of the forest. I have really bad news. That evil black jewel you stole is sucking up all the negative... Oh god! Oh god. So, to summarize, a little Spritling is telling me I gotta fight for my right to be rich. So, the game isn't too complex. You just have to get from point A to point B, beating up monsters to gain your wealth back. Wario's controls are also pretty basic. The B button attacks, the A button allows him to jump, holding the R trigger will cause him to do a dash attack and a corkscrew conk. While jumping, Wario can also perform a ground pound by pressing the R trigger. Plus the previously mentioned hyper-suction mouth thing. Cause you know. Wario can also perform certain attacks on medium and large enemies, such as throwing them, spinning them around, and performing pile drivers. But his most dangerous move is the Wario Wiggle. Also, I didn't know how to write this into the script where it would fit, but Wario can also heal by eating garlic from the shady dude who dispenses garlic like he's dealing out some heroin. Okay. My only real complaint about how Wario controls is his basic speed. I swear, it feels like he's running on butter, which makes platforming in some sub-levels extremely aggravating. But not as aggravating as the pause menu. There are 4 worlds in the game. Each world has 2 levels, and the world boss level. And including the final boss, that makes 13 levels Wario has to go through. And see? This one's a Christmas theme level. So this game totally ties into the whole Christmas video thing I'm doing. There are also some collectibles hidden throughout the levels. As you progress, you can find the previously mentioned Spritlings, who give you advice on how to complete a level, treasure chests that can be activated by hitting the corresponding colored buttons, tiny golden Wario statue pieces that grant you half health after each level, and the red diamonds that are scattered throughout the sub-levels. Sub-levels can be found within trapdoors, and are tiny confined levels with puzzles for you to solve. After finding the solution, you are rewarded with a red diamond, and in some sub-levels, the golden statue pieces. The type of puzzles in the game vary in difficulty. It could be as simple as spinning an enemy a few times to open a door, to the entirety of the Pecan Sands level. But I'll get to that later. Each level contains a boss trapdoor as well. The only way to complete a level is to collect enough red diamonds to access that level's boss and defeat them. Now, let's be honest for a second. Whoever designed these bosses had many personal demons. Look at these bosses, man, they're terrifying! You got a blonde bikini thong wearing alligator, Santa's forgotten clown cousin, a golden toothed vaudeville Frankenstein, a creepy angel doll baby with piercing blue eyes, please someone kill it, and my favorite boss of them all, RatedMJ. Where's the beef now, bro? And then there's this monstrosity! Look at it, look at it! Don't you click off the video, you stay there and you look at it! But don't look at it for too long, or else you'll end up like Wario. I like to call this unholy abomination of God, Big Head McTinybody. And to further go along with the Christmas themed episode, Big Head McTinybody has a red nose. You could even say, it glows. Or you could say it's a nightmare and needs to die. Now, even though this is a GameCube game, there were times where the frame rate dropped to like 6. But seeing as how I have the game recording at 60 FPS, I'm gonna just chalk that one up to the Elgato messing with me. By the way, I love the GameCube. It's my favorite console. And playing it again reminded me of two things. The memories I had playing these games as a kid, and the fact that I am now 20 years old, and the GameCube is now a 15-year-old console. Man, where'd the time go? But I'll have time to worry about my Garruscophobia later. Right now I have to collect my wealth back. The more enemies you beat senseless, the more gold coins you'll get. There are even little arenas and levels where you can go all Macho Man Wario Savage and get coins back after defeating waves of enemies. Now, if you're wondering what the purpose of gold coins are for, well, besides getting your fix of garlic, they're also used as your basic continue. If you happen to die at any point in the game, you'll have to pay up. I mean, come on, resurrection isn't cheap. Only one guy ever did it and he celebrated his birthday. Just keep in mind that the cost of continuing differs from place to place, so you better have plenty of gold coins on you. But if you're not careful, evil Unithorns will take away all your wealth. Whenever Wario falls off the main level, he'll end up in the Unithorn's lair. In here, there are ghostly Unithorns trying to rob you, and moats full of poisonous water that will slowly take away your coins. The only way out is a random chance of smashing a container and hoping it contains an escape spring. Now, if you're completely insane like me, you'll maybe try to 100% the game. And though it's not easy, I basically did it without much effort. You'll basically find most of the collectibles as you continue throughout the game, and you may go out of your way for a few things, but not by much. And the difficulty spike doesn't really sink in until Pecan Sands. Okay, here we go. Why is this happening? There's no friction. I could just fall off. I was punching blocks like 2 levels ago, and now I'm trying to keep my balance like a maniac. But the level design slaps me around like a worn-out ragdoll. It's all like, whoa, there, you little pink-nosed punk. And then the level design goes completely balls to the walls difficult. I mean, look at this. Look! Nope. Alright, since I am completely insane, I did finish it, and I found the last spriteling.
There are 40 of us all together, you know. How many did you save?
All of them. I saved all of them, you jumping douchebag. Well, after collecting everything, beating all the bosses, and tweaking off some garlic, I think it's time to finally confront the Dark Jewel guy. And if you were expecting the last boss battle to be an intense showdown where the culmination of your master skills will be put to the ultimate test, no. No. You're playing a Wario game. On the Nintendo GameCube. From 2003. This boss battle is actually one of the simplest in the game. Once you understand, you need to break the spriteling crystals to damage him. But after that, the battle is completely easy. Yep. Not hard at all. Not in the slightest. Didn't even die once. I mean it.
I win!
So Wario is transported into the Oblivion along with the Spritlings where they... Wait. Hold up. Wario doesn't have a neck! Look! His head is clearly just floating there! Has it been doing this the entire game? That's freaking creepy, man. Anyway, the Spritlings offer to fix Wario's castle as thanks for releasing them. They say their power is only good enough if they have all 40 Spritlings together, which I managed to do. And as the Spritlings complete their fix-it dance, Wario makes a face that I'm not really comfortable looking at, please stop. And that's Wario World. I even got the best ending. Apparently the endings depend on the number of Spritlings you set free. So Wario could go from living a life of luxury to living in a forest. Also, it's kinda weird to see Charles Martinet voicing Wario for a main title. But hey, I'm pretty sure he got a nice Christmas bonus from Nintendo. I almost forgot to mention about the WarioWare games. If you have a Game Boy Advance and one of those spiffy looking link cables for the GameCube, you can download trial versions of WarioWare for the Game Boy. But you're not going to see anything from this dark little tinted screen on this Game Boy, so better play WarioWare on something else. Also, I was kind of naughty and opened one of my presents early, but say hi to Franklin. Hi Franklin, hi. But no, seriously, huge shout out to my friend Min for making this awesome blue squid and allowing me to have it. It's really cool. I'll leave a link for her shop down in the description below. Don't you want your own squid, Franklin, too? So hey, all you guys have a happy holiday and a better new year. Here's hoping 2018 won't be total crap like this year. I'm praying 2018 won't be total crap like this year. Alright, well this hat itches and I have to go do other things, so see you later. I'm leaving. I'm stuck. Hey everyone, hope you're having a great holiday and thanks again for watching. Like I said earlier, you can check out my friend Min's shop by clicking the link in the description below. And if you want, you can check out my last video on Sonic the Hedgehog, or you can hop over to my gameplay channel where I try to play Sonic the Hedgehog in debug mode. I swear I'm going to finish that series soon, I promise. Anyway guys, have a good one. Peace.